this time, I'll call meeting 1492 to order. At this time, I'd like to welcome the online viewers and tonight our guests in the gallery. In front of you is the agenda for meeting 1492. Are there any errors or any additions to the agenda? Hearing none, can I please get a mover to accept? Moved by Councillor Hancock, seconded by Councillor Langdon. Call for question. Hearing none, all those in favor? Motion carried. Thank you. The minutes for meeting 1491 are presented. Are there any errors or omissions noted? Pardon?
Was that the special meeting?
May 15th special meeting.
I know there's an error in the second one, sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No worries. So, hearing none, can I get a mover?
So moved.
Moved by Deputy Mayor Jones, second by Councillor Fitzgerald. Call for question. Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. All right, we'll need a motion to accept the minutes from the special meeting held on May 15th, 2025.
So moved.
Moved by Councillor Fitzgerald, seconded by Councillor Langdon. Call for question.
There is an error there, Mayor. I think it's a typo. On the in favor, it says in favor 5, opposed 4. It should be, I don't know who opposed, if anyone opposed.
Okay.
I just that I wasn't in attendance, but I know there's an error there.
All right, good catch. Thank you. Any further questions, comments, concerns? Hearing none, all those in favor? Motion carried. So we have a mover for both of those. We'll move on to business arising from the minutes. Is there any business arising for the minutes? Hearing none, we'll move on to new business. Is there any new business for tonight? Hearing none, we'll move on to reports. Finance, Councillor Hancock, you're going to do this one?
Correspondence? Can you do that?
Sorry, I missed that part. Let me see here. My iPad's not corresponding to, let's see. You have it there? All right. Item number 1, Governor Newfoundland Labrador, Department of Municipal Affairs, Community Engagement, Minister's Introduction, FYI. Let's see. Is that the only one, Krista?
Yeah.
All right, that's for everyone's information. Thank you, Krista. That completes correspondence. There's no new business arising. Moving on to reports, Councillor Hancock, if you do the finance, please.
Yeah, Finance met on May 22nd at noon. In attendance was yourself, the Mayor Mike Guzny, myself, Councillor Gordon Hancock, Town Manager Jason Young, and Town Clerk Lori Humphrey. Number 1, urban flooring for $26,450. This is for the stairs in the Hodder, and the materials are on site and recommend payment. Number 2, CBCL, $2,809.14. This is for the feasibility work for the lagoon. I recommend it for payment. Motion to accept the report as presented.
All right, was there an addition as well?
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's true. Yeah, apologies. There is an addition. This is for an invoice in relation to the splash pad. This was for work to deliver loads of fill and for some excavator hire and other details related to the development of that land over there in preparation for the splash pad. And that was for William Perry Trucking in the amount of $10,016.50. And motion to pay that as well.
All right, thank you. Moved by Councillor Hancock, seconded by Councillor Langdon. Call for question. Hearing none, all those in favor? Motion carried. I'm going to pass this one over to Councillor Langdon, accounts payable report. If you would, please.
Sure.
Was it the, accounts payable or planning, Mr. Mayor?
Note the accounts payable unless Councillor Hancock wanted to do that.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I could do it.
Yep, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, and again, these are already done, right? This is just like there's no excusing. Okay, yeah. So accounts payable for May 14th, 2025, numbers 1 to 50 in the amount of $60,569.67. That's it. There's no motion, right, on these anymore, right? No. Motion, or we can accept.
Yeah, accounts payable, just FYI, Mr.
Yeah,
Mayor.
that's right. Just an FYI. That's right. And there's a repeat in there, right? The same one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, thank you. Moving on to Community Development and Corporate Services, Councillor Langdon, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Department of Community Planning and Corporate Services met on May 22nd, 2025. In attendance was Deputy Mayor Kerry Jones, Councillor Darren Fitzgerald, Public Works Director David Thomas, and Administrative Assistant Krista Jones, highlighting another year of record development in Deer Lake, $14 million plus so far this year. Permits issued, item number 1 to 16. They are all just for FYI. They've already been issued in compliance with our regulations. I'm going to do item number 17 as a separate motion. So item number 18 for Maple Street Porch Addition is to be in line with the neighbor's property. We recommend council use discretion and approve to be advertised for the variance, and we'll make a decision once the advertisement is closed. And new business application number 19, 22 Elizabeth Avenue for DL Contracting for snow removal, digging, and trenching. We recommend to use a discretionary use to advertise for a home-based business. That concludes the report there, Mr. Mayor, and make a motion to accept these minutes.
All right, thank you. Moved by Councillor Langdon, seconded by
Second.
Deputy Mayor Jones. Call for question. Hearing none, all those in favor? Motion carried. Thank you. Moving on to Public Works.
Number 17.
No, just a separate motion there, Mr. Mayor, for item number 17.
Sorry, I'm just having some issues here with my iPad.
No problem.
Just give me 1 second, please. 2 weeks ago, 3 days ago. Is everybody's tabs working? I don't know why mine's not. Okay. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Councillor Langdon.
No problem. Item number 17, Mr. Mayor, separate motion for RHS Investment for 3 Airport Avenue on advertisement closed on May 13th. There was a letter delivered to those in the immediate neighborhood and advertised on Facebook. Council was recommended to use their discretionary use for the application. We did receive 2 respondent letters, and after reviewing them, as chair of the committee, I would like to make a motion to approve this application in principle, assuming that it meets all other of our regulation and development requirements.
All right, thank you, Councillor Langdon. Moved by Councillor Langdon, seconded by
I'll second it.
Deputy Mayor Jones. Call for question. Councillor Fitzgerald, please.
With this regard to this investment, I know we, last meeting, we had said we go for public interest. However, Krista Jones gave me a little bit of a briefing there of what our density is exactly in that area at this very moment. And based on what I'm seeing, and just by, I guess what you consider a difference between high density and medium density residential, and this being a medium density residential, I think we've already maximized our discretion to add more high density into this area. So I just want to bring that to everyone's attention, that right now we have 162 buildings for 269 units in 1 square kilometer, which is quite high. So I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention.
All right, thank you. Anything further, Councillor Fitzgerald?
No, that's it.
All right, thank you. Any other questions, comments, concerns to the motion?
I guess for myself, I looked at it and I'm here and Councillor Fitzgerald there, but there are housing needs in Deer Lake, and it's away from the intersection and the 2 letters of concern, the edges in the immediate area. I guess I probably will be supporting this, supporting Councillor Langdown in his recommendation. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any further discussion?
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, I just want to make a comment there as well. I appreciate the residents who have reached out with their letters there as well, and some of the concerns that they addressed will be met with our regular regulations as well when it comes to the height and developments of the property, and also in terms when they speak about traffic and other things. So all of our requirements require 1.5 parking spaces for every unit that's in the building there as well. So all those issues and some of the concerns that they brought up are already a condition and requirement of development for any area of the community, not just specific to this one.
All right, thank you for that. Hearing no further discussion, we'll Ask for all those in favor. 1, 2, 3 in favor. 1, 2, 3, 4 in favor?
No.
Okay, all those in favor? 3 against. So it's 3. To my knowledge, with me being the split vote, that is a motion carried. Thank you. Moving on to Public Works.
Okay, Public Works was on May 22nd. Myself, Councillor Fitzgerald, Director of Public Works Dave Thomas, and Public Works Superintendent Scotty Adams. 3 items in front of you. Just a few updates. Number 1, working update is FYI Class A and road cuts, patching, ditching, spring cleanup, and sewer plug. Number 2, for spring cleanup, just for an FYI, there was 475 drop-offs that were registered. During curbside pickup, we encourage residents to continuing to drop off if they are able to speed up our spring cleaning process. And number 3, for Bennett Avenue, where we're doing some work over at Schwartz's Park now for the new entrance for the parking lot, we're looking at, and Public Works is also looking at moving the new entrance away from the old entrance further in the road. So we recommend that it be included in the tender for the parking. And if anybody needs any details of where the parking lot or the entrance is going, we can send you an email to confirm it. I move that we accept the agenda for Public Works on May 22nd.
All right, thank you. Moved by Deputy Mayor Jones, seconded by Councillor Langdon. Call for question.
Yeah, Chair, just a question there about item number 3 and the entrance of Swartz Park. I'd like to get, probably I should have asked for this before the meeting there as well, just some more information on why it was being moved and where it's being moved to.
I can answer that, and I'll defer it into Councillor Fitzgerald. So what happens, Councillor Langdon, is that in order to have the parking that we feel is required, right now we'll say that the entrance is probably at the western edge of the property, whereas if we move the entrance further east, it would allow for parking on both sides of the entrance. And I'll now get to Councillor Fitzgerald to see if I probably answered the question.
No, that's correct.
No, but is there any option to keep the 2 entrances there? Is that sorry, I'm asking more operational. I probably should have asked before, but.
I wouldn't recommend 2 entrances there because, like I said, what it is just the existing entrance now will rest the home of new parking area. The new proposed entrance will have parking on if you're going in towards the park, you'll be parking on the left-hand side, which is now the existing access. That will actually become the new parking area. Our existing road is just the access into that parking lot. We're going to channel you into one little area there so you can avail of the parking on the right and parking on the left. That's all.
And
We're just utilizing the land as best we can.
Exactly, and just to add that, Councillor Langdon, I think to the Mayor's point, we will get something, I think, Councillor Fitzgerald, a kind of a low-scale schematic to show there is a parking area, there's a new dog park that'll go in this area, plus we've got the splash pad and the walking area. So what we'll probably work on is a visual for residents to show that, we're following essentially track consulting that a plan for us years ago, and this is what we would consider phase 1. Is what we would have with splash pad, with the parking area, the dog park. It helps us from Bennett Avenue in. So we'll certainly work, Councillor Langdon, on a visual that we can share with all the council to show where these ideas that are being brought forward and that are coming from.
Yeah, no, excellent, thanks. And just one more question as well. I had some businesses reach out there on Main Street about lime painting. Just wondering if there's any update on when that may be done or.
Well, I guess as soon as we get the spring cleanup done there and now this year, we're going to start the lines. Hopefully sooner than later.
Excellent. And
Dave, do you want to chime in on anything on that?
Yes, says Councillor Jones said, but also depending on weather. If we have that weather, it would be too much. 5 degrees continuous. And
Well, that's out.
Permanent highways have done theirs, but they have a different system where they keep your paint. We don't have your paint. It's just we rely on the ambient temperature inside.
Right, excellent. And the owner Langer just wanted me to pass along to say this pickup truck hasn't fit in one of those slots since he's had one. So Was wondering if they could be a little bit bigger.
We'll add to the owner of Langers that the Ford F-150 offers a 5.5-foot box that'll easily fit in one of those lots.
I'll pass that along. Yeah, a Ford Maverick maybe, or
I was thinking a trimmer.
All right, thank you. Any further questions, comments, concerns? Hearing none. All those in favor? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Moving on to Arts, Recreation and Culture. Councillor Fitzgerald, please.
Thank you, Mayor. So the committee met on May 21st. In attendance was Councillor Hines, Director Recreation and Service. Man, that's a big title, Glenn. Glenn Wiseman was there, and myself. Item number 1, the Schwartz's Park Phase 1 construction, as we were just talking about. The Recreation Committee recommends proceeding with the construction of the new dog park, parking lot, dog park, and other facilities listed in the Phase 1 drawings that have been sent to all councillors. We're recommending approval to go to tender. Splash pad update. ABC Recreation is currently installing the splash pad equipment and the new concrete pad. The work is progressing on schedule, and we hope to have the pad open by Canada Day. That's for councillor information. Number 3, another FYI. Summer student workers for the Community Improvements Program and the Activity Camp Program. Application deadlines for all summer positions is May 22nd, which is passed, obviously, and interviews will hiring will occur soon afterwards. Item number 4, this is for an approval. Divider fencing for pickleball. The Recreation Department is looking into pricing for purchasing pickleball court divider fencing, which is expected to cost around $1,700. This request for fencing comes from enthusiastic community pickleball players who have encountered issues with balls ending up in other players' courts in other facilities. Item number 5 is for approval. Gymnasium rental pricing. Our Recreation Committee has, and along with our managers, have reviewed the rental pricing for the gymnasium in the new complex. Committee has reached consensus to set the rental rate at $35 per hour, ensuring that our prices remain comparable to those of local schools and gymnasiums. Item number 6, this is another recommend for approval. The Recreation Committee recommends renting the space in the upper portion of the arena, which was originally designed as a canteen to a company interested in operating a pro shop that includes skate sharpening services for the arena. This committee suggests accepting requests for proposals for this type of business in this space. I ask that you accept the minutes for May 21st.
All right, thank you. Moved by Councillor Fitzgerald, seconded by Councillor Langman. Call for question.
Just a comment there, Mr. Mayor. On number 6 for the renting space up the upper portion of the arena, I guess I probably got a few issues with that because I feel that we shouldn't be competing as a town with local businesses in town. And also if there was places around town that's able to be rent to start these shops or facilities or stores, I feel that we're competing with our business owners. So I have concerns with item number 6. Just my comment, just my thoughts. Thank you.
But I would kind of disagree to the point that everyone in our area, especially those that are actually operating those, that they have the chance to bid on this RFP when we put it out. So I think it would be, to me, it's similar to that of the canteen. If you're going to consider that, well, who wants to go to Kentucky or Subway? It's, in my opinion, the same kettle of fish. So that's just one of my comments anyway.
Yeah, and I'll certainly agree with the chair there. You know, we look at the canteen of that. We look at the the leased land at the beach, operating restaurants. We look at the liquor service at the bowling alley. There's numerous other examples that are right, and it's open for fair opportunity as well. So I appreciate you bringing that forward.
All right, any further comments, questions, concerns?
Just, Mr. Mayor, too, just shout out to the rec committee there. A lot of great work going on, a lot of projects there that have come into fruition after, we've been sitting here for a while. So certainly kudos to the committee there as well from the splash pad to the pickleball and stuff. So.
Ooh, bring on pickleball.
Definitely.
Yeah, I call it's a sport for tennis players who can't play tennis, like myself.
Deputy Mayor Jones, I haven't heard any concern on anything else on the report. would you like to have a separate motion to the RFP recommendation, or?
No, it doesn't really matter. I guess there's no question that I will be voting against the report, so.
Okay, just to Councillor Fitzgerald's point, he made a very valid point that this is an RFP that's open to any space or any business that would, you know, they can work in both places. I think the biggest thing for this and the ask of the sporting community is the what's the best way to put it? The convenience of having it, as I would say 90% of arenas around the province have exactly similar to what we're trying to pitch here. So I just want to put those 2 cents in there. All right, Councillor Fitzgerald, do you have a mover, seconder? Here, no further comments, questions, concerns? Hearing none, all those in favor? Against? Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Deputy Mayor Jones, 2024 tax receivable. We're going to need a motion.
Okay, I got 2 separate motions here, one for a tax receivable summary and one for the tax recovery plan. And the first one is the tax receivable summary template for 2024. It just shows what we owed over the last year and the last few years. So I move that we accept this summary of reports.
All right, thank you. Moved by Councillor Jones, seconded by Councillor Fitzgerald. Call for question.
I'm just wondering about the grant on the bottom, 2024, left owing 220. References 220 grant in lieu owed in 2024. Without this, the summary would be 312.
There is a payment plan now to pay that.
Oh, is there?
It was just
Okay.
missed last year with their accounting department.
Oh,
So it is something that we're getting monthly payments for now that will pay for last year's and this year's.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no problem.
All right, any further questions, comments?
Yeah, just, Krista, brought the report, but is this typical or kind of base? There's no outliers here?
The number that I got below, you'll see that's our typical number, what we are carry forward every year.
Right, so we're fairly standard is
We're
what I
fairly-
mean, right?
Yes.
So there's nothing,
Is in line
no
with-
reason of concern or anything?
Yeah, if you-
Okay.
Start getting
That's
better.
why the note is on the bottom, because it looks like a big concern when it looks like we're owed
With that grant.
that grant in
yeah.
lieu, but that grant in lieu will be paid by the end of this year.
Right,
Yeah.
excellent. So everything else is pretty
Yeah.
status quo and excellent.
All right, any further questions? Hearing none, all those in favor? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Deputy Mayor
And the
Jones.
final one for the tax recovery plan is presented there in your family for municipalities for the town of Deer Lake. Tax recovery plan dated for December 31st, 2024, and tax recovery actions and plans for the municipal fiscal year for 2025. I move that we accept this tax recovery plan.
All right, thank you. Moved by Deputy Mayor Jones, seconded by
So moved.
Councillor Fitzgerald. Call for question. Hearing none, all those in favor? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Before we move on to adjournment, I'm going to just do a round table here. Krista, anything you'd like to add? Strawberry Festival, anything at all? Nope, you're good. Councillor Hancock.
I guess for me, just I guess another congratulations to the Pride of the Town recipients. And we had a wonderful event. I think what the event showed is that we're able to host a conference in the annex space, and I look forward to future offerings, whether they be from the town or someone maybe utilizing the space as a partnership or rental. Other than that, I've noticed the trail workers are on the go, and I really like seeing some renovations occurring with that bridge, and I look forward to what they're going to accomplish this season. That's really it for me. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Councillor Hines.
Yeah, I guess I just want to mention how it's, I guess it's the time of the year, but a lot of things are starting to move now. I see the splash pad going and the annexes. We had our first event there, so starting to see a lot of good things happening around the community, and I just want to put a shout out to everybody involved, all the workers, all the staff, and everybody to get this going.
All right, thank you. Councillor Langdon.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, just echo what they said. We had an excellent 75th anniversary event. Congratulate many of the Pride of the Town recipients, including one here in the room, Krista Jones. We thank you for everything you do for the community and beyond, and all the other recipients. So there's 75 now added to the monument, and so 75 people will have their name on a headstone soon enough. So congratulations to everybody. And like Councillor Hancock said, very exciting times for the new annex. So hopefully officially open pretty soon. With Gracia going in the basement and stuff. Congratulate the girls basketball team on winning their invitational tournament there this weekend, and the boys hockey team last weekend there won the silver medal there in St. John's there. In the Councillor Fitzgerald is the coach there as well. Sorry, what was the tournament? Was that the Beaumont Hamel?
the Boyle Cup.
The Boyle Cup, quite a historical tournament there. So shout out to the Elwood boys basketball team, and thank you to everybody at the I Love You Day Foundation for their great day on Friday. Another great day that highlights the wonderful community pride and involvement that we have. And I don't know, did anybody get the final count in the fundraising numbers? But I think they met their target. I know that, but I don't know what the final was. But we appreciate all the vendors, businesses, and people who donated and contributed to the day. And thanks to the I Love You Foundation for all they do.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I just, thanks to the 75th committee, anniversary committee, I Love You Foundation itself, and just about everyone else that said. But I do have one big kudos I want to send out is to Sarah Osmond. She's a high school student who worked with Glenn to get a accessibility fund for $11,000 for the new bracket system at the pool deck.
Absolutely.
She spearheaded this, and she deserves all the recognition in the world, and hats off to her. Thank you very much.
Good note. Thank you for that. Deputy Mayor Jones.
I guess, like I said, I'll echo my colleagues and congratulations for all of you. Great job for the committee for the 75th anniversary, and congratulations to the Pride of the Town Award recipients. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Young, do you want to add the paying schedules too?
Yep. So just a couple things operationally I want to bring up. I know has been of a big concern to us that work for the town of Deer Lake, and we do have finally now a contractors working on the washrooms at the pool facility. So that's been something, I guess, has been a contentious issue for quite a long time. So we are moving forward. We'll call that phase one of development of the existing building, something that's been much needed, and it's great to see that that's moving forward. So we've been working with the contractor. We also have renovations taking place here in our own town office. We've had to come in through the chamber doors tonight because we're doing a refresh of our lobby and I guess vestibule space, but it's also to make the front counter more accessible. So we follow the model of similar buildings in Deer Lake. So now you'll have the ability, someone that has mobility issues can come in, they can actually pull up a seat and make their payments, ask questions, whatever needs to be done here at the town office. And one other shout out that Councillor Langdon overlooked is congratulations to the grade 8 girls basketball team who won their Elwood Invitational tournament here this weekend. I happen to know a few girls are on
Yes, you weren't listening there, Mr. Manager.
And just to echo with the annex, to let the public know, I'll let the mayor finish on this one. I got to give credit to the mayor's been working quite hard with the all parties involved to make sure that this annex not only open for this event, but open properly. So now that we've had the dinner, it shifts over to those of us on staff to make sure that things are being done. I've got to say we've been in constant contact with the staff that are working down there on the items that are on the list. So to the councillors who are patiently waiting, we're getting much closer, but we just want to make sure that the building is been commissioned as well, which you can appreciate is a very important part of this building. Is one thing to have it finished, but it has to make sure it completes commissioning so that it's safe for the public to be in there and occupying these spaces.
All right, thank you. I guess I'll just lead off from the annex side. There's a lot of public, obviously. I keep calling it the elephant in the room. There's, as anyone knows, there comes complications with projects. One that I've learned since the COVID has come into light in the past. I'm not going to blame it on that, but it ends up a lot of these projects become digital projects. Councillor Fitzgerald, you can avail to how a lot of meetings have not been on site now and everything's digital. Sometimes the transfer of files that things are done and they're just not marked off. So I do believe, as in speaking to the town manager, once it is up and running, all the programming's now in place, and just extra additions like you see in the recreation committee, add to tweak certain sports, that they'll go over really well. I just want to say thanks to everyone for having their eyes on for pickleball. I've heard so much about it. I've never played it, but it seems to be the sport of sports moving into this new gen, I guess. So I guess stay tuned to the public for a grand opening that everyone will get to go through the building and see all the good things that can be availed of. I know Councillor Langton's pushed it, done a very good job on the side that it's not just a sporting facility, it's something that, you know, we can use for conferences, and there's lots of ways to attract a lot of conventions to town, so I'm looking forward to that. Hats off, I just want to shout out to Public Works. Spring cleanup's going fairly well. They have had some hiccups in maintenance, if I'm right, Dave. Water line breaks and stuff, they're never predictable, but they're keeping on track to the best of their ability. Not always easy when you're getting thousands of tons of waste all in a couple of weeks, so hats off to them. Keep working safe, and thank you. One other last thing I just want to do a shout out, obviously, to this community and surrounding communities that engage in Isle of View. It's not every not every day, every community that, you know, a little girl inspires, you know, after passing to leave this world, that continues an inspiration and a legacy to see other children across this province, not only here, to help with funding. So I just a shout out to the association. They do amazing work. I know Michael had mentioned they've raised over $550,000 and helped over 125 families so far, and they're still going strong with the support of everyone that sees the importance of Isla's legacy. One last note, it was it was really, really nice to see a bunch of students from Elwood take it upon themselves to do a fundraiser. There was quite a bit of money raised there through a dunk tank. Not sure who sits in the seat the next term, but you're going to freeze when you go in that dunk tank in May. And but I will put it like this: you have to do it because it is for a great cause. So hats off to those students, the teachers, everybody involved. And with that, that's going to conclude for me. The 75th anniversary committee still has other events planned for the year, so I look forward to that. And hats off to basically showcasing the annex as somewhere that you swear you're in Halifax or St. John. So great job by everyone involved. With that, it is now 8:21, and I'll call for a motion to adjourn. Moved by Deputy Mayor Jones. It is now, sorry, time is it? 8:21. I'll call this meeting adjourned.